Live.
Live at the Iowa Raceway, it's flag-to-flag coverage of the Duel for Cash All-Star Racing Giveaway Xfinity Series. Hi, folks. I'm Form the Crowd 909 alongside here with my co-commentators JCX12 and D4C JR Horn. And folks, I am so excited. We've got a fantastic race for you today. I remember it just seems like yesterday I was in the broadcast booth for the first time ever for D4C, and we were at Iowa Raceway, and a lot of action, a lot of things happening. These drivers have had an opportunity over the last couple months to really hone in their cars and work on their driving style and getting a chance to work with these other drivers. And D4C, you've been heavily involved with this particular series and running it, JR Horn. What can we expect for today's race?
We can expect a few guys really fast and a few guys a little conservative. A lot of give, I think, early, I hope. Just all depends on who's going to hit that seam that's right smack dab in the middle of the corner.
And you're certainly right about that, J.R. Horn. And I know the first time around, we had a lot of cautions, so to speak, and a lot of action happening. And I think that this second time around, we'll probably have a little bit more of a conservative race. I think, as we were talking before the broadcast, these drivers have gotten more used to racing with each other, and I think calmed down a little bit. We're at the end of the winter season, and do you think we'll have more of a green flag race this time?
I think definitely we should go green uh, for quite a while at the beginning here. I think as it gets closer to the end of the stage and people want to get those stage points, I think it might get a little messy then. But I think up until that point, we're going to be good.
And JCX, we were talking earlier about this being a short track. There's some fuel mileage that might be in play. What can we expect as far as the fuel strategy and what these drivers will do in the first stage?
Well, the cars aren't necessarily guaranteed to go the whole stage, but after doing practice this week, some of the drivers are reporting that they can go the entire stage without having to pit. So, especially if you need stage points and you don't have to pit and it goes green the whole time, that could come into play right there in the point standings.
And certainly, if a caution comes out early in the race, that's going to affect the strategy of some of these drivers for at least the first stage. And, I remember in the first race we had here, we had drivers all over the board on fuel mileage. But if memory serves me correct, most drivers were able to make it all the way. And, J.R. Horn, we mentioned earlier about this is the winter season, and so these drivers are just racing for bragging rights. But I believe we do have a bit of a championship battle here for the final round of this winter season.
That's correct. We got Redneck Man and Square Body tied at the top at points. It looks like Redneck Man did not make it tonight, so that almost guarantees Square Body the points championship. And then we got a tight battle for fourth with Augustus and Fort Smitty tied at 184 apiece, with Dooman kind of sandwiched in between. He's got a shot to catch and pass Square Body, but he's got to have everything go his way.
Yes, certainly, and he's going to have to pretty much win both stages and the race to have any chance to win tonight. Is that correct, J.R. Horn?
That's correct. He's going to have to win both stages. Square Body's going to have to not place in the top 10 in the stages, and he's going to have a catastrophe at the end of the race as well for Duman to catch him and pass him.
Well, in a duel for cash racing, you never know what can happen, especially in this Xfinity All-Star Racing Giveaway Series. A lot of drama over the last few weeks, and I'm really looking forward to. We're going to have a bit of a break here for about a month, maybe some one-off races here and there just for fun, but we're going to go right next year, technically, into the regular season. These drivers are going to be ready and And we apologize for the technical difficulties, but Horn, do you have a copy?
I do. He sent me he sent me a party invite and not a game invite.
Okay, gotcha. And it looks like we're now getting ready to enter the lobby. So these drivers will have a couple pace laps here before we go green officially.
Because of the delay here, it is possible that we're going to miss the start here because of that little delay that happened there. But hopefully nothing happens till we get in there. We're loading in right now.
Well, JCX, any pre-race predictions from you as far as who you think might be a contender for today's race?
I'll tell you what, watch out for that number 3 car. He usually drives the 21, Dooman. He can literally drive that number 3. He's usually watch out for him.
What about you, JR Horn? Any thoughts?
Well, he picked my sentimental favorite. They are live here. They just went green. 74 with the pole. I'm shooting for Poopy. He's had a rough going here. I'm shooting for him to get it done tonight.
And we can see that 74 Sledgehammer is off to an early lead here at Iowa Raceway. Coming out of turn number 4. I tell you what, my prediction for today's winner is that 88 car. I tell you what, the Cosmic Storm is always fast, no matter where he runs. I know he's a really big fan of Iowa. So that is my, I guess, pre-race prediction.
He's running second
so
at the
far.
moment.
Yes. So far, they're a little bit spread out. I'd say first 10 cars, a couple side-by-side battles. The 36, Fort Smitty way up high. He's going to go back to 4th place. We can see the number 19 car. I think that's Caleb Crispin running in 3rd. You know, he was fast when we raced here earlier in the year.
Well, my prediction
fanned out down the backstretch.
Yeah, I was just going to say that my prediction went well so far. I made several laps here. No caution. That's usually a good sign.
I can tell you right now, those cars are super tight. They do not have all the adjustments in that they want. Everyone's fighting to the bottom right now.
And I think as we saw the race earlier this year, we had some drivers who were more competitive towards the start of the race, and once those mid-race adjustments came in, I think we have a car up in the wall. That's the 42 Zachary Jason. Looks like he saved it. But these drivers might shuffle a little bit throughout the race. And the number 5 of Lion Spud, he's lost a couple positions there. Got way out of the groove and was running a bit high. And now it's the number 19 car.
We had a driver change in the 5.
Going for 2nd place. So far, Camden Crispin off to a very good start, taking 2nd place. Setting his sights on the 74 Sledgehammer.
I like to know where that 74 got all that speed at. I think he's got an unapproved spoiler.
Nice race of the year.
Well, he's off to a very fast start. We'll have to see if the 19, Caleb Crispin, can catch up to him on this green flag run.
We got a wreck on the backstretch. They were 3 wide off turn 2.
And so far, no cautions out yet. And now
4 contact off 4.
Nope, still green. It looked like they slowed down on my screen, but that's a little bit surprising. That many cars get collected and it doesn't cause a caution.
3 car was working the outside. I don't think someone saw him and came up, and then they knocked down.
Right now, your top 3 drivers are the 74 of Sledgehammer running first, the 19 of Caleb Crispin in second, and the 88 of the Cosmic Storm running third, and they've somewhat separated themselves. Cosmic way out of the groove coming out of turn number 4, lost a few car lengths on second place.
I want to make a note, a correction to something I said earlier. I'm currently riding around with the 01, and I was noticing that Redneck Man is actually in the race right now in the 78. So we do have a battle that I was talking about between Redneck Man and Square Body going on.
Most certainly some more drama for this final preseason race of the All-Star Racing Giveaway Series by Duel for Cash, and I tell you what, just another layer of intrigue to this race here at Iowa.
I know if you go back and you watch the first Iowa race this winter season, and you watch this race, 2 totally different attitudes.
You're certainly right about that. I think they were having a caution about every 2 laps, it seemed like.
For quite some time during that race.
So far, so good. Now, as they say, JCX, though, cautions, green cautions, and we may go green here for the first stage, but once these drivers change their setups a little bit, we go green for the second stage, might see some more action.
Definitely, I think the cars are going to free up.
It looks like a caution zone.
Everyone's going to have their setups in.
Oh, I'm mistaken. Looked like they were slowing down. Just had that little glitch you had there.
Yeah, it was weird. But now the
you
number
have
19.
I think that's the 1 car down pit road.
Number 1 car of Heated Snowman already hitting early. I don't know, that might be a strategic mistake on his part. I think these drivers can go all the way.
61's on pit road.
It's Mets fan.
01's on pit road. Looks like the 20's going in.
They must know something we don't.
We're going to have 2 different strategies here, it looks like. The guys that either are going to get lapped and they're going to try for whenever the stage 1 ends to get the free pass, and so they won't pit at the caution, versus the guys that are trying to stay on the lead lap right now.
They currently have 40 laps to go in this stage here. If it was me driving, I would stay out as long as I possibly could. And either a caution's going to come out and you're going to be set pretty, or everybody's got to pit and you're going to be set pretty. I mean, either way.
I would assume you would probably lose 2 laps here with it being a short track if you pit under green.
Exactly. And then there's no racing. I mean, if they catch you, they got fresher tires, so be it. You know, they got a whole nother lap they got to do before they can catch you.
Well, and then whenever the stage 1 ends, the front guys are going to come pit, so they're going to have fresh tires, so it's not like they'll have any damage there either.
And they'll have to take the wave around to get back on the lead lap, assuming they make 1 lap up, unless they're the lucky dog. Yes, I just don't understand the strategy, but we'll see how it plays out. I've been surprised before.
I do want to know
right now the number
36 car.
The number 19 of Caleb Crispin still running there in second place, but definitely lost some distance. And the number 88 of Cosmic Storm running way behind now in third.
I'm wondering if he's not saving just a little bit.
See the 45 of Lazy J's on pit road.
Yeah, I don't know about
8 of
stage guys.
Shadow Grim, I believe, coming in right now, the number 8 car. going to be interesting to see how this ends up because I know a couple of these drivers are trying to win the championship here. So maybe you try and take the stage points just to get ahead.
I would definitely try to get some stage points for sure.
Especially if I'm 23 or 36. They're still within 8 points of Doomian. That third place position in point.
So Augustus and Fort Smitty still in contention for that runner-up spot.
I do want to note, though, guys,
Well, I should
that
say third place.
we got the 9 car of Knights missed tonight. He's currently at the hospital with his daughter. His daughter fell and broke her arm, it sounds like, and they might have to do surgery on her arm. He's just asking for prayers for his family.
Certainly want to keep him and his family in our thoughts and prayers. It's never a good thing to hear.
Yeah, it's not. I don't know how old she is. She could be 14, she could be 5, I'm not for sure.
Right now they're looking pretty strung out. I think you've got a case of so many different tire strategies that, I mean, I would assume that once these drivers put on the fresh set of Goodyears and change their setup, they're going to be flying around some of these cars already still on the lead lap.
And just fresh tires alone is going to gain a ton of time. There goes the 98 down another lap here. That should put it
Now, something different.
It
Something different from the previous games we've had for NASCAR Heat versus the third edition. What we have here is that they do allow the preset setups for air pressure adjustments and wedge. So I wonder, how far off are these pit road adjustments compared to what they already had at the start of the race? That's another question.
Well, what the 704 has implemented this year is like they call them presets, and they are allowed to get into the quote, I guess you call it, default setups, and so D4C is allowing the drivers to start on any preset that they want. So some of these drivers are pretty close to where they want to be. From what I've noticed, when the higher you go up in the preset, you're going to be faster because it's a looser setup. But there's not a whole lot of adjustments that you can really do to it.
And I've noticed there's already some drivers running a very high line. So I'm currently watching the 88 of Cosmic Storm. He's definitely in a wad here with some cars I believe already came in on pit road.
Yeah, the high side has a little bit more banking. You can turn better on the outside if your car is tight, but you got to worry about that seam up there. It just doesn't seem to be with fast vehicles. Definitely a second best option if you want to buy.
And I know people try to compare this track to Richmond because it is somewhat similar in shape, but this does have a multi-groove and multi-banked turns. So unlike Richmond where you want to run the bottom always, I think there's a little bit more room, as you say, to try out some different grooves.
Definitely. And it's a little bit more high speed too. A little more of a circular shape as opposed to a paperclip. So the turns are a little bit more sweeping. So your speed a little bit more. Definitely got to run the two tracks different.
And as we get closer and closer to the end of stage number 1, we'll have to keep track and make sure that some of these leaders don't come in and pit. Oh, look, I was going to say something. The number 19 of Caleb Chrisman is on pit road.
Pledge has got such a big lead right now that he could back off significantly and save all kinds of time. Or, I'm sorry,
Yeah,
all
it looks
kinds
like
of
Caleb
fuel.
Crispin did take 4 tires. He was on pit road for quite some time. Also the number 22 of Sammy Sun coming out right ahead of him.
Coming to 21 to go on the stage here.
Number 35 of Muffin on pit road as well, along with the 86 of Sparky 1. I'm just having a very hard time understanding the strategy for stage number 1. I mean, unless these drivers really think they're going to be that short on fuel, I just don't know why you pit this early or at all in the first stage.
Unless you
78
didn't
of Redneck
anticipate
Man on pit road.
something. Like you might run a few laps and all this is good, and then you get into a race and you get a home run and you realize that your car is just tragically on the run to save from spinning out. And I'm not really sure either. Because it looks like the 74 is smooth sailing. We've got 19 laps to go here. 18 at the line here.
And from what I'm seeing, most of these drivers are taking 4 tires. It's not like they're trying to do a gas and go and get out real quick so they have the momentum. I mean, they're fueling up and putting on 4 tires. But they're just going to have to pit again once the stage ends. Or they'll be at a really big disadvantage compared to those who wait until the end. I just don't. Just trying to understand the strategy, but 78, Redneck Man, one of your champion contenders, back out on the track, going into turn number 1.
We do have Sledgehammer with the lead and Newman in second, and that's a 15-second gap between first and second. Followed by Country, Fort Smitty, and D4C forward.
Currently, the 88 of Cosmic Storm is out there all by himself. There's absolutely no one around him. Meanwhile, Caleb Crispin, the number 19 car, is trying to thread the needle between the 40 and the 45. That's Lazy Jane in Country 29. He had to back off there, thought better of it.
Forty seems like he doesn't want any problem. Go right ahead. Fresh tires.
And I saw Lazy Jane come out off of pit road as well, but it was much earlier than the 19 of Caleb Crispin, so I really think the 19 is going to, within a lap or two, go right past him. Oh, some contact with number 22. Oh, the number 22. That's Sammy Sun. Went around coming out of turn number 2. And so far, we're still green. He dove underneath of one car. I couldn't quite make out who that was. And I think in an effort to stay off of him, spun himself out.
As the 20 was on pit road at that time, if the caution would have come out, that would have just saved him a lap. Almost timed it perfectly.
And we've got to be close to 10 laps to go at this rate. Tell the speed difference between some of these drivers who hit it recently and those who stayed out, just in a different zip code.
Could be really interesting on the restart.
Got the 74 on pit road from the lead.
Wow. Unless he's taking to splash and go. I just don't understand what the point of that is.
I don't know. He was hoping for a caution. He's going to catch these guys a lap down. Looks like the 3 is our leader.
Trying to find our leader here on our screen. It looks like we might have a caution. Can't quite tell what happened there.
We are in the caution.
So how many laps we have left once we go green before the end of stage number 1?
Currently, I cannot see that stat. It looks about 9 laps to go. The 88 assumes the lead here. It's hard to say what's going to happen during these pit stops. I'm taking 4 tires. If it was me, I wouldn't want to go up against 4 tires. Unless you're the 74, then you're probably setting great. Got the 19 with the lead here.
Yep, Caleb Crispin. And almost everybody either pitted or was able to. Oh, we've got cars. That's the number 98. New York Mets fan, another driver going through the infield grass. And right now it's number 19 of Caleb Crispin, who did come on pit road and somehow ended up with the lead.
Boy, they're 3 wide.
Number 61 is Square Body, went to the outside, looked to the inside. So far, those two breaking away. See, the number 1 of Heated Snowman is in 3rd place. The number 5 of Lion Smut right behind him.
That's a new driver in the 5. Lions Mud has retired. We have, oh wow, 74, 88. There's a big wreck back here. Caution's out.
Caution is out.
But the 5 car is currently being drove by D4C Tech 9.
Ah, he's usually the number 0 car. Duly noted.
This should be an interesting restart.
Yeah, only a couple laps to go in stage number 1.
Should be fun to watch.
And I would assume most of these drivers would stay out. There's no use in coming in on pit road at this stage.
Yeah, unless you're last. If you're last, might as well.
We'll have to get a count on how many laps are left. As the 61 in Square Body is getting ready to go green. Green flag is out. And they're already fanning out there in turns number 1 and 2.
This is the final lap of the stage. Final lap of the stage here.
So
Coming to the finish. Stage 1.
yep. Wow, they're side by side. The number 5 of Tech 9 is looking to the outside. Can he take the stage win?
Hey, he does.
Looks like it is going to be the number
5
5
is
of
just
Tech
going to
9.
edge the 61.
Oh, wow.
Wow. What a fantastic stage 1 finish there. I really did not think the number 5 Tech 9 was going to be able to hold it on the outside for just 1 lap. But kudos to him. JCX, I would assume these drivers will now come and take 4 tires to prepare themselves for the 2nd stage.
I would say you're going to see just about every car on pit road here, unless the guys just came back in on the pit stop a couple laps ago, and they're going to try to take the wave around. But there might only be 1 or 2 waves.
Looks like they all came to pit road.
Number 5 of Tech 9 leads it. Across the start-finish line, green flag is back out. We started stage number 2. And Heated Snowman, that number 1 Main Financial Chevrolet in second place. Caleb Crispin on the outside of him.
Caleb.
Two very distinct lines already.
Yeah.
I think the 19 went a little too high there.
Oh, we got some
You
cars
can see
wrecking
some
in
of
the
the
back.
blocking.
Big wreck.
Caution is back out. Well, as I mentioned before, we stayed pretty clean through the first stage, but now that we've had a couple cautions, stage 2 commences. These drivers got to be careful. And you could tell that they were getting very aggressive on the blocking. I think the number 1 of Heated Snowman about cut right across the nose of the number 19 of Caleb Crispin.
Yeah, I overheard in their team chat there that he was blocking real hard on him for some reason.
And it's still pretty early. I understand you want to be aggressive and stay up front, but you just don't want to do something that's going to wreck the entire field. We're not even halfway through this race. As we're back under green, still the number 5 of Tech 9 is your leader. Caleb Crispin, the 19, takes second place. Heated Snowman very high coming out of turn number 2. Oh, that, wow, almost a wreck there.
Oh, they're wrecking. The cars around. Somebody in the grass down there. 2 cars in the grass.
Yep, a couple cars down the grass.
That's a caution.
I think
Caution
the
is
caution
back
has
out.
now come out.
I think that was the 01 of Poopy Pants, perhaps, who dove right underneath the 19 of Caleb Crispin, and I thought for sure they were both going to spin out.
Cars are a lot more free. They have a lot more control now where they want to put them. And so this is the best time to make passes on the restart, and that's why we see these wrecks back to back. Everyone's trying as much as they can right now. This championship on the line.
They are fun to watch, these restarts.
I think this is why. Well, in a race like this, if you keep having cautions at this rate, track position is going to be very key because you're saving tire wear and fuel wear by running under caution, and there's less opportunity.
Yeah, the new leader. Caleb Crispin. The lead. 0-1 on the outside there. Oh, they're 3 wide back there. Oh my. Oh my. What are they thinking? They ain't, are they? Oh, we got some cars around again back there. Oh, a whole bunch of them. The 19 with the lead here still. Got some Xbox issues here with the party. We got 3 people in the party and we're having problems.
But I think we're back live. It's still the number 19 of Caleb Crispin off to a very commanding lead here. And he's loving that mob that's forming right behind him. Still wants these drivers to keep battling.
Got a big mess back there.
Number 20 D4C Ford is running second. Yep, more and more cars are being collected. I think Newark Mets fans have been involved about every caution this race.
Sometimes that happens.
Yeah.
It's your night. They are talking about possibly going single file here. That's going to make this race very interesting, strategy-wise.
Sometimes that's what you have to do if you keep having cautions like this. It definitely gives the lead car an advantage on the restarts, that's for sure.
Huge advantage.
Back.
Green flag is back out. Still Caleb Crispin as your leader of the 19 car. Number 5 of Tech 9 is right behind him. Looking to the outside as they go down the backstretch. We've got 3 cars, multiple cars. Number 1, a heated snowman, the 35. About half the field at this rate.
Caution is out.
See the 35 Muffin in there. Poopy in the 01.
The number 8, Shadow Grim was involved. 86 is Sparky 1.
No, that's a good thought though. You know, a lot of these guys are a lap down. And the more cautions we have, the better chance they get of getting the lap back.
Yeah, absolutely.
I hope they're not thinking that way, but definitely does turn out that way if it laps back that way.
As I think they are going to go to single file restart next time around. I'd be really surprised if they don't.
We'll see if they go green here. Yep, and they are going to do 1 pace lap here. Get into formation. And for those of you who are not familiar with Duel for Cash racing rules, the lead car does not go until they cross the finish line, and every car behind him or her cannot go until they cross the start-finish line. So it definitely creates a situation where the leader does have a big advantage. Not only because you're not having to deal with another car side by side right next to you going into turn number 1, but the field is way more spread out, and the timing of it, because it's not computer controlled, really can lead to some human error and some delays.
Well, the leader.
So if you're the leader,
and they're green, he'll be on the backstretch here before the final place driver there even gets going.
You know, there is some talk that I've heard in the garage about a change next year where that we can do double file, but we hit the finish line and we go win. So definitely some rules being looked at over the offseason.
and the number 5 of Tech 9 took the lead from Caleb Crispin. He is way up high. Looks like there might be an issue with that car, maybe just old tires. In the 42, Zachary Jason goes to second. Oh, some contact. Caleb Crispin looking back to the inside of Zachary.
19 definitely not going to go away from the 42. Something happened and he got passed by both the 5 and the 42. He's around the high side.
Seems like that 19 car doesn't like restarts too much. Once he gets going, he gets into a little rhythm, he's good.
It was very odd. He had at the initial restart, he had a pretty big gap, but after the first lap, his car just went away for a second. I thought he might have an issue with his wheel. He was running up so high.
looks like
It's
the
really
single
good battles
file.
throughout the field.
Single file definitely cleaned them up. And I say that and
Greg
then
off turn 4, big Greg.
yeah.
And it's the curse of the broadcasters.
Yeah.
I tell you, anytime I compliment a driver up here, it seems like they end up getting into trouble. And as soon as we start saying how great it's going now, and caution comes out. How many laps do we have left after this next restart?
Looks like 19, 18 probably.
So not much of an opportunity for some of these drivers back in the pack to really gain some ground.
I was listening in on the, I think we're going to go back to single file here.
So one more pace lap under manual caution. And then Tech 9 and that number 5 Pilot Chevrolet will lead him off. Zachary Jason is still in second. And the 61, a square body, he's always fast, running in third.
He wants that little championship, the little bragging rights.
Heard a lot of guys talking about going down on wedge and team chatters under caution.
Not sure if they should be more loose at this rate. But the green flag is back out.
5 gets a big jump.
Yeah, really good jump. It looked like Zachary Jason tried to time out that restart and just misjudged a hair too early and had to back off. He almost ran the back of the 5. Oh, a car way up in the wall. We're still under green. That might be the number 20 of Ford. I couldn't quite tell. Some different paint schemes running tonight.
'61 a square body. Working hard on the 42 of Zachary Jason.
Yeah, really good battle right here. He's getting closer and closer.
Update that.
Square body doesn't mess around.
That's 21 to go at the line that time.
So 21 more laps to go under green for the second stage. And I was mistaken on that car number. The number 20 of Ford is still running fourth as the 61 of square body looks to the inside of Zachary Jason. Jason way up high. He might lose fourth place as well. See if he gets the run.
20 looking low on the inside. Not
Man, they're battling, ain't they?
They certainly are. Square body was right on that yellow line.
42 said, no, I'm not going to get past. I'm going to go around the guy in front of me on the high side.
They're almost going 3 wide here coming out of turn number 2. And it can be difficult to make that pass. Such a good run for some of these drivers coming out of the turn way up high, in that Kyle Larson line. Number 20 of Ford's looking, going into turn number 1, trying to make the pass. Doesn't quite have it yet on square body. Square body went way up the track.
As a 36 of Fort Smitty has now joined the party.
And caution is back out.
Caution is out. Fort Smitty trying hard to get that third place in the points. Coming into this race 8 back on the 3 of Dooman and tied with the 23 of Augustos.
Well, when Zachary Jason and Square Body and Ford were all battling for position to definitely let some of those other drivers like Muffin and him catch back up. And JCX, do you think these drivers will go on pit road this time by?
I would say if you're up front, you're probably best bet is to stay out. If you're in the back, then you can maybe gain up a little bit of time with some fresh tires, but fuel's not a concern at this point. So just how much fresh tires work for you. The guys that have a handle on the car not going to stay out.
Looks like we'll have 14 laps to go, 13 at the line next time by. Y'all copy that.
And right now, the number 5 of Tech 9 definitely has a fast car, but Zachary Jason and Square Body right on their tail. I think if they can keep up with the number 5, they got a real shot here at taking the lead.
Things back out. Looks like a pretty clean restart.
It was a much better restart for Zachary Jason. He timed it way better, that restart.
This 61 and 42 just cannot get away from each other.
And if Square Body wants to go after that stage win, Zachary Jason very high up the wall. He has to get by him, and he does. And the number 24 takes 3rd place.
Hey, but Tech 9 and the 5 is loving it. Yeah, you guys just race back there all day. Just walk away.
Well, I don't think he was loving
the restarts.
The 42 going up too high. Because really that was the problem, I think, for Square Body, was he could not make the pass on the 42. That was letting Tech 9 that last green flag run and just keep on driving away.
Yeah, he's checked out. But the 8 on pit road. What's he thinking? I wonder if he was forced down there.
It's a possibility. Oh, the 42, Zachary Jason, way up in the wall.
61 is coming. It was faster that last time around.
I tell you what, the number 20 of Ford is right on his tail. The laps are counting down for the 2nd stage.
We could go at the
battle
line
here.
This is an outstanding run for the 20.
Absolutely.
A really impressive performance by him. And I don't think Square Body wanted to see him getting closer and closer in his rearview mirror. There's 7 more laps to go in stage number 2.
Oh, we got Smitty in the wall a little bit. That's Poopy on by. Looks like Poopy back there. Running 4th.
Square Body's just inching closer and closer with 6 more laps to go. He runs a much higher line in turns 1 and 2. There's someone up in the wall coming out of turn number 2. Oh, cars around all over the back stretch. For the time being, we're still green.
Yeah, we got a
5
heck
more
of a
laps to
battle.
go.
Got a heck of a battle up front here. Looks like caution's out.
And now the caution comes
Caution is out.
We might have 1 or 2 more laps to go here before stage 2 ends. And I see that some of my friends have decided to post on the chat, so I want to give a shout out to them for the race broadcast.
Here we go. We'll go single file here.
We might have only 1 flag of, excuse me, 1 lap of green flag racing here. Do we have a lap count at this time?
That is correct. It is going to be a 1-lap shootout. I was just listening to the team chatter.
Well, certainly advantage the number 5 of Tech 9.
They're going to be digging.
One-lap shootout to end stage 2 here.
There they go.
The white flag is out. 1 more lap to go. Stage number 2. And Tech 9 hold them off. Off to a great start. Coming out of turn number 4. Your stage 2 winner is going to be the number 5 of Tech 9 of the Flying J Chevrolet.
The 88 almost got the 20 for third.
Square Body's going to be second. That's going to help him out in the championship fight.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, Square Body has finished second in both of the stages.
Man, that almost seals it up. That almost guarantees the points championship for Square Body. Almost.
Do not see the 78 in the top 10.
I haven't seen the 78 all night. There briefly I did. He's not feeling well. He's a little under the weather. I sent him some Midol, but I don't know if that took care of it or not.
Well, Redneck Man, sometimes he just pops up out of nowhere in
That's
these races.
true. That's true. But
I think he's in 6th place right now.
Yeah, see? Look at the devil.
All right, guys, so we had a lot of guys that stayed out right there. 5 and 61, I believe, are going to be the first cars with 4 tires. Looks like they are back in 10th and 11th. Excuse me, 13th and 14th.
Who is that in the lead?
I believe that is the 19. I'm sorry, that's not the 19.
The 18.
My camera. The 18 of D4C Striker.
Oh, get him, Striker. And they're green.
As they're back under green, it's number 1, a Heated Snowman right behind him. And the 01 of AK Poopy Pants is running 3rd. With the 35 of Muffin and that American flag car running 4th.
That's got to be my favorite
Caleb
paint
Crispin.
scheme.
The 19 car is 5th with Redneck Man running 6th.
He needed to be running 6 about 20 laps ago.
Well, I think if you're a
Yeah, they're
Redneck Man,
training
you
for
really
the
need to
lead.
have some fortune happening to Square Body. You pretty much need to win this race. And ooh, the 18 got up in the wall just a tad going past the front stretch. That's going to let the number 1 of Heated Snowman take the lead. And they're just running a train on him. Oh, multiple cars going around the 35 of Muffin, the 78 of Redneck Man. Cars flipping down the backstretch.
18 of Striker was also in that huge wreck down the backstretch.
Caution is back out.
Looked like some lag there.
Yeah, I think that was a game issue.
Yeah. Got the 28 lagged out there somehow. Something happened.
It's an unfortunate break for Tar Heel.
Got quite a few new viewers just tuning in. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Currently at the Iowa Speedway here. Trying to get some green flag laps in. This should get interesting here real soon, I think. We got Snowman with the lead, and we got Poopy in second, followed by Caleb Crispin. And anybody that follows D4C, they'll know that these two guys just don't like each other. Poopy and Caleb just do not like each other. And,
yeah, there's no love lost there.
No, not at all. So they should race each other pretty hard here, I think. They always seem to.
Yeah, the in-race chatter is always fun to listen to between those guys. And my buddy, the 45 of Lazy J, is running 4th. The Gustas in the 23 5th. Green flag is back out. Heated Snowman is going to lead him into turn number 1.
Good run for the 45.
Even though Redneck Man was... One driver up in the wall coming out of turn number 4.
Looks like Redneck's going to 5th here. And here comes Poopy.
We're about to start seeing some guys with 4 tires making their way through the field.
And it looks like Poopy's hanging in there with Heated Snowman. Looking to the inside.
It just seems like he's getting through the
position yet.
Seems like he's getting through the corner just a tad bit better than the one. Not that corner, he didn't. Watch here.
Oh, and he's got it. Oh, there's contact. Caleb Crispin and Heated Snowman go down the inside of the track.
We're green.
The apron.
We're green.
We're still green. Wow. Some hard racing and a tough break for those two drivers.
Wow. I wonder what happened there.
Like
now we're under caution.
Yeah. That's going to let the 01 of AK Poopy Pants stay in first place. I believe Lazy J is now second. Although a couple different pit cycles these drivers are on. Redneck Man for the moment's third.
Redneck Man. Fan fave. Everybody loves Redneck Man. He's like a Carol, only just a little bit bigger.
And the leaders did stay out. One more lap until we go green. And the 74 Sledgehammer is now in fourth. You know he has a fast car. Number 5 of Tech 9 is lurking there in 5th. And the green flag is back out. It's the 01 of AK Poopy Pants leading him into turn number 1.
And that's usually not good for the field.
And Poopy Pants is a Cup Series regular, so we know what kind of skill level he has.
Defending Cup champion.
Redneck Man's already looking to the inside of Lazy J.
Get him, Redneck. That's what I like to see.
But they're still side by side going into turn number 1.
Ooh, what a run that outside gets, huh?
I really thought he would blow right past Lazy J, but he's hanging in there. The 01 of Poopy's just loving this.
Absolutely.
Oh,
A little contact on the
wall.
bottom there.
That's what let Redneck Man take second, and the 74 Sledgehammer's in third. And I believe the 74 has fresher tires than some of these other lean cars.
'74, 5, I believe, are the 2 highest running cars with tires.
And it looks like as I'm going through the field that the drivers are pretty strung out at the moment.
Ooh, Redneck way high.
Now the 74. Yep, that's going to let... Oh, wow.
A whole
Very
bunch
loose
of
by
them.
Redneck Man, but Sledgehammer's going to take second for the moment. Although Muffin's looking to the inside of him.
They touch.
And
Big
a
battle
great
on the
battle
back
for
straight.
second place.
5 cars under the bump.
And the 35 of Muffin has second place for the moment. That's going to let Lazy J take third. Oh, he packs up a little bit, and the number 5 of Tech 9 got into him. Had to back off,
45
he's
went
down
down to go
towards
to
the
the
8.
bottom. Lost it. Checked up right in front of the 5. That's going to cost the 5.
Oh, Lazy J hits the apron. Wow, what a great save.
Yeah, we haven't seen the last of Tech 9 tonight either. Speaking of,
I have no idea how they didn't completely wreck there the last couple laps. But you're right, Gerald Horn. I really think that Tech 9 is going to be in contention by the end of this race.
Poopy is gone. He is
All these
just
drivers
drove
start battling
away.
for second and third.
Car on the wall.
5 to the inside here.
And Tech 9's looking to take the position. He's got it from Sledgehammer for third place.
He's on the attack from Muffin now. Looks like he's got a little bit better car than Muffin does at the moment.
I have to admit, though, that 35, that's a true freedom machine right there. Love that paint scheme.
Fitting for the weekend here that we just had. We're going to have a battle.
A little loose coming out of turn number 2.
And here goes Tech to the inside.
And Sledge going to try and run with him. Tech has the position for the moment. I thought Muffin might try the crossover move, but doesn't have the momentum.
Got a caution here.
And we have another caution.
I was just getting ready to say, it looks like this is going to be our longest run with setups adjusted since the start of the race.
There's just something about Iowa, I guess, brings out the action in these drivers and multiple grooves and just tight racing leads to this type of environment.
Yeah, we were talking earlier about this group of guys here driving, and they have progressively gotten better each and every week since Iowa. So it looks like Iowa's their kryptonite here. Not much has changed.
And we do have a change to leader. I believe that is the 22 of Sammy Sun. Will lead them off. Zachary Jason, the 42, is right behind him in second. In Country 29, number 40 blue car, blue and black, running third.
This should be interesting.
Poopy's only back and forth, so not that far behind. Tech 9's in fifth. Muffin, the Freedom Machine, is sixth.
This should be interesting.
Sledgehammer is seventh. Green flag is back out. The number 22, Sammy Sun, off to a good restart. Zachary Jason is right there on the inside of the track. They're side by side down the front stretch. Doesn't quite have the position. I thought they were going to touch.
Sammy crosses down to the bottom. He's been running the high side.
Oh, Sammy way up high.
42 with a big run. I don't know if
barely had the advantage that lap.
And Sammy is digging hard on that.
He sure is. That's an impressive run out there.
He's really trying it.
Tried to cross over.
For the moment.
Wouldn't have it.
42 has the lead. But old Poopy Pants running fourth, looking to the inside of Country 29. Thinks better of it.
He packs it in there. Take the spot here. Not so much love for Tech.
Poopy's knocking on the door.
Well, Tech's on the inside there. Tech to fourth.
He's got the position. Poopy looking to the inside of Sammy. Oh, Sammy way up high. There might have been some contact there.
Looked like some lag there or something.
A lot of lag going on. There's a big wreck down the front stretch.
Yeah, it looked like the 22 lagged or something. I'm not sure even what to say about that.
Yeah, it looked like Sammy was having some issues. I could tell his car was acting really weird.
Yeah.
Not natural there for the last lap or so.
Right. Which is odd because he probably didn't see any of that. That's what's odd about it.
Yeah. Well, there's been a few times where I'll race and I'll go from running 10th to 1st in one turn. I think, wow, I must have done something really good. Then I realized lost connection. So hopefully that's not what happened to Sammy.
Sammy is still with us. Now, one thing that I can mention about the D4C race process is that we do have the connection test for qualifying. So amazing that we have this many people that can run on one server, and after we do the connection test, everyone is still able to race properly, inches apart from each other. Takes a lot on the game.
Yeah,
it could be
all
much
that,
worse.
Sammy got shoved almost all the way to the back.
Yeah, I love the big fields. I think it's great we can do this now. Back in the day, it used to be 10, 12 cars, you're pushing it.
Maybe we'll petition D4C to remove Iowa from the Xfinity Series.
Oh my goodness. You may want to call the Demolition Derby 250 at this rate. As green flags back out. Zachary Jason is your leader. The 01 of AK Poopy Pants is second. And number 5 of Tech 9 is third. Country 29 of that number 40 car is running fourth with 35 of Muffin fifth. And a very strung out restart.
Well, that's a good thing.
Yeah, that's one thing about the single file, or I like to call it the down finger restart. At least that's what we used to call it back in the day. Is that it allows everyone to kind of take off and get a little bit of space for the first couple laps, which is obviously the intention, so we can get some green flag running in.
82 laps to go in the race.
And it looks like Country 29 was lagging just a little bit there down the front stretch. Yeah, I think that lag's causing some issues. So we've got yet another caution. Now, I didn't see a wreck.
I just overheard the conversation going on in the race, and they're going to the old tried and true. Next person to cause a caution must back out.
Oh, there you have it. Hopefully it's not our leaders for their sake.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of frustrated drivers in the race channel line. You gotta remember, last race of the season, race for the championship, a lot of stuff going on.
There's just something about that
Different
scene.
stories.
I really think that scene is what's getting a lot of guys. There's just something about it. You either have to be all the way at the bottom or up high. You can't run in the middle. It just seems to... You get away with it a couple times and you'll start to feel confident about doing that, and then about the time you feel confident, it's going to get you.
Yeah, that back end likes to kick out on you, it seems like. Front of that middle groove.
We're green here. Huge
Zachary
jump.
Jason, great restart.
Huge jump, man.
I think Poopy might have been sleeping on that one.
Feels really strung out now.
They definitely don't want to be the next guy. They don't want to be that guy. They made it this far.
can definitely tell there is some lag on the stream. Nothing major, but you can see the cars not behaving quite right.
And some of these guys that race full time down here, the only reason that they race in the Xfinity and not the Cup is because of a question of the internet. Do like to give those guys a good shot, because most of these guys can make it majority of the race with no issues, and they have a couple spikes here and there that might cause a caution, but really not that big a deal. Sometimes you like to see a caution, but
oh, contact! AK Poopy Pants, I think he got into the side of our leader, Zachary Jason. They're side by side down the backstretch.
He seems to be lagging quite heavily. Little spurts.
Yeah.
I agree.
Well, and sometimes we've seen too that where it lags on our end, but in the actual race it's fine. So hopefully, for the driver's sake, it's not lagging like this.
Yeah, I don't hear anything going on. They would be calling them out for sure. Oh, the 42's in the wall. He's going to lose a bunch of time.
Yeah, it's going to let the number 5 at Tech 9 take second.
Oh, we got somebody through the grass.
For the moment, we're still green. Sometimes those single car wrecks don't cause a caution.
About to have a battle for the lead here between Tech and Poopy. This is what I was waiting for right here. Two best cars out there today, I think.
Right on the back bumper of him. It's one thing to catch him, it's another thing to pass him.
That's true.
Try a different groove, maybe. It looked like he went high in turns 3 and 4 and lost a little bit of distance.
Still seeing some spiking out of Poopy. I'm not for sure it is him because Tech's running awful close to him with his visually seeing that.
But knock on wood, it looks like overall it's cleared up a little bit.
We have Cosmic currently running third.
Yeah, Cosmic was off to a really strong start, and I think he got caught up, maybe back in the pack and had all those cautions. And he's finally made it up to the top 3. Don't count him out.
Never. Never count him out. It seems he might be catching him just a touch.
Knock on wood, if we stay caution-free for the rest of this race, it's going to be really intriguing to see what these drivers do when it comes to coming into pit road and whether they're taking 4 tires, 2 tires. I'm not sure how much longer they can go.
For
I
sure,
would say they've got
they will have to pit one more
laps
time.
left.
One more time, and they can make it to the end. I do believe there's 65 to go. Let me double check that.
And Zachary Jason's coming out of pit road as we speak. Number 42 car.
63 to go at the line this time.
Now, I know these drivers have been able to stretch it on fuel quite a bit, but 63 laps to go. Zachary Jason, if that was a scheduled pit stop, that's a bit early.
Might be gambling on we're going to have another caution and everyone pits before or after him. He'd just be the first one in, make up as much time. You would need it to cycle through all the way until it's time. Kind of 10 to go at least.
Got a heck of a battle for third going on back here. Got an 88 on the inside of 42 back here.
Well, the 42 is Zachary Jason, just came off the pit road, so he is at least 1 lap down.
Oh, okay.
So that is not for
I was
position.
a little surprised that 42 was racing this hard, but he's back on his outside. Does not want to give up the spot.
And I really thought the number 5 of Tech 9 was going to be able to get up right by AK Poopy Pants. I don't know if he's intentionally backed off a little bit to maybe save his tires, save some fuel, but lost a couple car lengths.
This battle between the 42 and 88 is really drawing Muffin into it. They should get them both.
Well, the leaders have to enjoy this. You definitely don't want to see Cosmic getting closer to him. They're coming up on lap traffic. That's Lazy J ahead of him. Oh, Lazy J way up high. Up in the wall. On this lap traffic, which it looks like he will, that's going to give the number 5 an opportunity to get right up next to him and maybe use him as a pick to get on by.
Yeah, those 2 car lengths that he had pulled out are gone now. Either thanks to speed or the 45, whichever one it was.
Tech 9 definitely had a lower groove coming out of turn number 4. And they both blew right on by the 22 of Sammy Sung.
Oh, Sammy's spinning.
Oh, the 22's around on the apron.
Off of 2.
Hopefully that does not bring out a caution. Still green.
Heck was flirting with the apron there.
Here in Richmond, it seems like if you clip that apron, you're going to go around. So these drivers really have to be careful, especially as they're both using that lower groove. You can't get too greedy. 4 lap cars up ahead for our leaders. 98 of Newark Mets fan on the outside.
So Owen tried to go to the bottom.
Yep.
The lap car was going to give him the outside and he drove into the back of him, and that caused the 5 to get back into the 01.
That 88 is loving it. He is eating them up right now.
And let's remember too, these lap cars are fighting to stay on the lead lap. So they don't want to just let these drivers go right on by them. They want to fight to keep that position.
No, you can't. But if the leader gets by you, then you have to, if you're not within striking distance from him, should allow the second place car, and then third and back on such. Driver's credit. You guys are all really good about that.
Now 51 to go. 50 to go at the line here.
So they're clearly within their fuel window.
I'd expect most of the guys would stay out, fear of a caution. Caution did come out, and they trapped the lap down. 10 laps to go, it's going to be hard to make up ground.
I find it amazing.
You got at this point.
I find it amazing that the admin told him the next one to wreck. We're going to have to back out.
And caution is
out.
out.
Here I go
Wow.
talking about it. I don't know who that was on.
This might be the final pit stop for our leaders. I think track position is so important for this race that I think if you come in, this is what you got. We get a decently long green flag run.
That should put the 98 back
Oh,
on the lead lap there. The first call 1 lap down.
As I overheard in the race chatter, it was the 23 of Busta. I was asking for clarification on points. Definitely. And down to the end here, everyone aware who's around them and how many points in their bag.
Square Body's running 5th. I believe he was runner-up in our first 2 stages, so if he can just hang on for a top 5 finish, he should be assured of the championship.
Absolutely.
We should take a moment, although this is the winter preseason, if these drivers do win the championship in the regular season, they do have some things that they can win, correct, J.R. Horn?
Absolutely. Our great sponsor for the Xfinity Series, the All-Star Racing Giveaways on Facebook. Look them up. They give a prize pack, kind of like their mystery boxes. If you guys have ever been on the page, they give away mystery boxes. It's like $3 a slot or whatever, and you don't know what you're bidding on, but sometimes it's some cool stuff, and that's kind of what they'll give you. You also get team championship prizes and Rookie of the Year prizes.
So right now it's for bragging rights, but definitely next month or next year for that matter, whenever we get into the regular season, these drivers have a lot they're fighting for.
I believe we'll go to Daytona on December the 13th. And we'll race for 2 weeks, and then we'll take 2 weeks off and go back at it at, what would that be, Texas maybe? Third race, our Auto Club. I'm not sure which one it is on the 3rd race of the year. We'll do Daytona and Atlanta in December, and then first of the year after New Year's.
We still do Las Vegas, 3rd race of the year?
That might be Las Vegas. That might be it. Yep.
Well, we're certainly looking forward to that.
Many new
Right
track
now, AK Movie
configurations.
Fans still has the lead. Number 5, Tech 9 second, Cosmic Storm third. Unequally spaced out between these 3 drivers. Muffin is running 4th.
Top 3 are running the best laps that we've seen all day up front.
You said that was Caleb in 5th there?
That very well is, yes. The number 19, Caleb Crispin, looks like he is in 5th place. Right behind Muffin and right in front of Square Body. And we haven't really had an opportunity to see these drivers, for the most part, go through a full green flag run. So I know Poopy's really fast on these short runs. It looks like Tech 9 is as well. Cosmic's faded just a little bit after this start, but if we go green all the way, I will really be curious to see if, some contact between Caleb Crispin and Square Body down the front stretch. I believe everybody's okay. But if he can reel them back in, those tires get old.
As there is a big pack back here in the battle for fourth.
Got Muffin way up out of the groove here. He's going to lose a lot of spots.
And I can't tell if Tech 9's just content running behind Poopy for the time being.
Oh, there they go. Wadded it up. They wadded it up back here.
Had some contact off 4. I don't know what happened.
Caution is back out.
Like the 61 of Square Body was on the bottom, and I think that was the 19 of Caleb Crispin came off the wall, loose down into him.
JCX, if you're probably the top 10 drivers, you would just stay out at this point. Correct?
I think if I'm in last, I'm staying out. Anyone that's going to pit is going to be behind you at this point. I think everyone's pretty well made their bed. Tires, fuel is no longer a concern. All about track position at this point.
And we have had a change up at the front. The number 5 of Tech 9 is your leader.
Well, that's interesting.
Looks like most of them did pit, believe it or not.
Wonder what Poopy was thinking there. If he knows something we don't.
Yeah, Poopy went way back. Cosmic Storm is going to start second, with Square Body right behind him in third. 74 Sledgehammer is fourth. The green flag is back out.
As Poopy went all the way back.
Only
It
10?
seems like track position is so key. So a number of drivers must have pitted. Tech 9 off to a strong start. We'll have to get a count for our viewers of how many laps we have left.
Absolutely. Looks like we have 30 to go.
It's getting down the wire here in Iowa. Tech 9 currently in the lead. Cosmic Storm and Square Body not that far behind. The 74 Sledgehammer really strong in the early stages of this race. Hadn't went away for a while, but he's lurking. Square Body looking to the inside in turn number 1.
There's a caution.
And
We have a caution out.
another caution comes out. It's got to be frustrating for these drivers trying to get in the rhythm for this race. It just seems like as soon as they get in their groove, something happens.
I think Tech has made his bed, and now he's going to lie in. He's got what he's got, and we got probably after this caution, you'll have about 27 to go, 26 to go after the pace lap. Cosmic in
One
second.
thing the single file restart does do that, if you do like running a line that's very low, you're not getting stuck on the outside. You're not getting put in a position that you're at a disadvantage. I know this track isn't a single groove track, but there are definitely some drivers who prefer running that inside groove. And so if you're in second place like Cosmic or fourth or sixth, where you normally be on that outside line, that's going to give you a little bit more confidence.
Absolutely. You know what you got going into the corner. You're not guessing.
Look at the car in front of you and the car behind you, not the car to your left, right in front, right behind.
The green flag is out here in the closing stages at Iowa Speedway. And the 61, a square body, a terrible restart, way up high. I am not sure what happened there.
That 88 is lurking.
Yep.
He is.
And square body having that bad restarts let him get some distance between the top two.
'88 to the inside here. Oh,
Not yet,
he blocked it.
but he is all over the back bumper of him. Number 5 at Tech 9 went way high. And there's a little bit of lag, but they're bumper to bumper.
He is on him.
Oh, a caution. I believe Redneck Man went way down on the apron. I am not sure. That must have been back through the field. And we were getting ready to have a great battle for position for the lead. Well, like you said, JCX, I think at this point, nobody's coming in on pit road.
Yeah, unless you're in a really desperate scenario. As far as if you're going for the win, you definitely want to be up front this late in the race. Especially with a single file restart.
And we'll see if Square Body has a better restart this time. I know he had been kicking himself. See, I'm not exactly sure what happened, but he definitely lost some distance on the top two and went way up high in turn number 1.
We'll have 17 to go when they wave the green.
17 more laps to go.
I think we got a collection.
Well, I gotta tell you, I'm getting excited.
Yeah, we got a collection of good cars up here.
This is where racing really gets fun, these last few laps.
Everyone's got what they got. Get out there and bring the steering wheel back.
Tech 9 still your leader into turn number 1, Cosmic Storm. Right behind him, Square Body, a much better restart that time. Looks like Cosmic is running a slightly lower line than Tech 9.
Especially coming off. It seems like Tech comes like a sweeper more than Tech, it seems like Cosmic really wrenches on that steering wheel coming off, and Tech kind of lets it float up to the wall.
Yeah, it's funny to see the different driving styles between these two cars.
top 4 have broken away.
We have
Tech
Redneck
9's got a little bit of a gap.
We're 3 wide back there, Redneck in the middle.
Cosmic Storm lost a little bit of time a couple laps ago. It looks like he's made up the distance. As the laps are winding down here at Iowa.
They have 11 to go this time by.
We've got a driver up on the apron. That's a 22, Sammy Sugg. Looks like he's okay. Square body was very high coming out of turn number 4. 10 more laps to go. And I think Cosmic can get there. I just don't know if he has enough momentum to get past him.
Yeah. That outside line for Tech has really done him well tonight.
Been running within a half a second of each other for the last 10 laps.
Well, I think Cosmic may have to use the old chrome horn, as they say, to get by him with 8 laps to go.
I'll be interested in seeing that.
Cosmic just trying to run as hard as he can right now and hope that the 5 of Tech 9 in front of him makes a mistake. He's definitely putting the pressure on him.
Sure is, waiting for a mistake. Tech loves this track. I've known Tech for a few years now, and he loves this track. And
Oh, he's looking to the inside, doesn't quite have it yet, but the pressure is on. 6 more laps to go.
I thought he was diving her in there on him.
I really thought so too. My heart about raced.
He's going to have to get going pretty soon because don't look too far back, but the 3rd place car, 61 square body, if the 88 can't get by, they're able to catch up. It'll be a 5-car battle.
Only 5 more laps to go left here at Iowa for the preseason finale of the All-Star Racing Giveaway Series, presented by Duel for Cash.
Looks like the 5 was a little loose.
Right there.
This might be it. This might be it.
Oh, some contact.
Oh. I don't even know what to say.
It's hard to even keep track.
He's diving it
I'm
in
so
there.
focused.
Oh.
Man, I believe that's 4 more laps to go, correct?
Yeah.
I think Cosmic had to back off there for just a second, catch his breath. I think if he wants to do it,
Two
he
to
wants
go.
to do it at the right time at the end.
2 to go this time
there's
by.
the contact.
He's there.
3 more laps to go.
Two to go this time by.
Or two to go. So we're coming up on 1 more lap to go. Into turn number 3. Cosmic keeps looking to the inside. The white flag is out here in Iowa. Cosmic to the
drive around him
outside.
on the outside. He gets the run off the turn. He might try something.
Is he gonna dump him?
He's gonna do whatever it takes.
Oh, a little bit of contact.
He pushes him.
But coming at it, turn number 4, it's going to be the number 5 of Tech 9, your winner here at Iowa. Wow,
Man, what
a great finish.
They were battling hard.
The 88 all but pushed the 5 all through turn 3 and 4.
And I'll have to get confirmation, but I think perhaps the 74 Sledgehammer might be your third place finisher today. I was so focused on the top 2, couldn't quite tell how that second battle between those pack of cars ended up, but man, a fantastic performance by both of those drivers. Some really hard racing, nothing dirty, just good old short track beating and banging. And Cosmic was just putting so much pressure on Tech 9, and just a great job by him holding on. The Iceman.
Definitely an excellent job of not letting the car go around out of 5 and onto it.
Currently got the top 3 joining us.
And now we have our top 3 drivers here. I'm in victory lane with today's winner, Tech 9. Tech 9, a fantastic performance by you. I know the Cosmic Storm was all over your bumper, it seemed like, for the last section of that race. What did it take? What was going through your head?
Can you hear me?
Yes, we got a copy.
Well, I don't know. I was kind of nervous because it felt like he was really good on the exit of the corner. And I don't know, he had a really fast car. It seemed like he did some type of adjustment to get a little bit faster because he was a lot faster at the end of the race than he was early on, and I tip my hat off to Cosmic.
Did you have to change your racing line any when Cosmic was all over your bumper to try and, keep him from getting to that inside groove?
Honestly, I felt like I had to because, I watched him in my mirror a lot, and I saw the line he was running, so I tried it, and that's what kind of helped me stay in front of him. And so I actually changed my line to his line, just kind of from looking behind me.
I know we had a lot of cautions there through the midsection of that race. Were you working on adjustments very much, or did you stick pretty much with what you had at the beginning of the race?
There was just a couple minor tire pressure adjustments, but other than that, I pretty much stuck with what I had.
Well, congratulations to you, Tech 9. A fantastic performance on this final preseason race for the All-Star Racing Giveaway Series. Go enjoy that victory, my friend, and we'll catch you next time.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And now we're going to go to our runner-up finisher, the Cosmic Stormer guy who's usually in the booth with me for most of these races, but I always love seeing you out there on the track too, Cosmic. What was going through your head those last few laps?
I really wish I had the lead. That was going through my head right there. I think whoever the leader was there in that late race restart was probably going to win the race, unless someone made a mistake there. But, Tech didn't make mistakes, so good job to him, and he drove his car the way that he needed to. He didn't give me an inch, and, even when I bumped him a little bit in 3 and 4 that last lap, he didn't budge. So congrats to him. Just, I think the only way I could have won that race right there is if he made a mistake or if I restarted first and him second.
With some really good, hard but clean racing by you, Cosmic, and as I mentioned earlier, we had a lot of cautions there about midway through the race, and I noticed you were pretty up there at the start. Looks like you got shuffled back a little bit. Were you caught up in some wrecks? There's so many things happening throughout the middle of that race, or were you just trying to work on your car?
Primarily it was due to like for the end of stage 2, I decided to stay out for that 1 lap shootout. I didn't know how many laps were gonna be left, and then so I pitted there, and a lot of guys stayed out, and then I wasn't able to get back to the field. Well, as some of the others like Tech could. My car was just a little bit tight on the short run, but on the long run it was real good, and I think that showed right there at the end of the race. I was be able to be right on him, and not give him an inch to make a mistake. So but yeah.
Well, I know you wanted the win today, Cosmic, but still a great performance coming in second. Always look forward to seeing you either in the booth or on the racetrack, and we'll catch you next time, buddy.
Yep. Thanks.
And finally, our third place finisher on the podium at Sledgehammer. Sledge, you really had a strong car there the first stage, and it looks like maybe it fell off a little bit. Were you trying to make adjustments to the car yourself, or you just get shuffled back through the field? Sledge, you have a copy?
Got a copy now, guys?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, it was a little bit of both. Got caught in a lot of wrecks there in that middle part of the race. Made some adjustments that I wasn't. On the long run, I was great, but with the default, you guys saw it. For short run and long run, I was great. But once we got the pit adjustments in, on the short run, I wasn't very good. But that long run there at the end, it really sunk in.
Yeah, it looked like you were coming back up through the field there. I think you think maybe so many more laps, if those guys kept battling, you might have a chance for them.
I think Tech and Cosmic had a little bit more than I did. We were battling pretty hard there for third, and I ended up fifth with 2 laps to go, but third and fourth had a little incident, and I was able to take advantage. So,
well, Sledge, I know one up in victory lane as well tonight, but still a really strong third place performance. Always fun to watch you race, and looking forward to more with you.
All right.
Well, I tell you what, JR Horn and JCX12, I really enjoyed the race. Now, I know we had a lot of cautions, but I still think that finish was a great way to end the preseason All-Star Racing Giveaway Series. Any final thoughts from you, gentlemen?
Go ahead.
I was just going to say it wasn't unexpected to have a race like that tonight. That seems to get you a lot, and I look forward to the regular season. We're going to take a little break here. We'll have draft at the end of November, and we'll be placing all these guys on the teams that they should be on for the regular season, and we'll go to Daytona.
Yep, definitely excellent race. Coming right down to the wire there at the last lap. Now we move into the more permanent rides and the big race we look forward to in Daytona.
And let's not forget, we still have some more Duel for Cash racing coming up this week. We're going to be on HD Motorsports channel, just like last week, but I'll be broadcasting the race with him. The Cup Series race, the Collar Street Cup Series. No, I always pronounce that incorrectly, but definitely want to tune into that race. It's about the same time, same place, this coming Thursday. I believe we're at Michigan's. That's going to be a fun race to watch as well. Well, folks, I'm Form the Crowd 909 alongside here with our co-commentators D4C JR Horn and JCX12. We'll catch you next time.